Welcome back to Wanna Parlay one leg short, where everybody was one leg short of being on the leaderboard this week. Let's get right into it. Coming in at number 5, we have the user Teddy with a full Cavs-Celtics same game parlay. Starting with him having the Cavs to win in the over on points. Now moving over to a little bit more of a strange strategy he had. Teddy had under steals and blocks and then turnovers. With all of these looking really good, you would think with a guy with such elite blocking skills like Luke Cornett, there's no way he'd get a turnover, right? Wrong. Luke Cornett ended the game exactly with 1 turnover, just being slightly over. Luke Cornett showed Teddy that even every other weird strategy can be busted. If this would have hit, Teddy would have been second on the leaderboard this week. Unfortunately, he was 1 leg short. Coming in next, F4, we have user Diego Avalar with a full same game Thunder Mavericks parlay. With a very similar game plan as our previous user Teddy, Diego took overs and unders on turnovers with all of these hitting. It was looking so good for Diego, with the last pick being over 0.5 turnovers for Jay Will. He needed him to have 1. That's it. But he really thought a guy that makes TikTok dances like this would really turn the ball over that easy. Jay Will ended with 0 turnovers that caused this parlay to bust. If this would have hit, he would have ended 4th on the leaderboard this week. Unfortunately, he was 1 leg short. Coming in 3rd, we have a huge parlay this week coming from user Myriez with 164.22 points. Starting this with Game 7 of the Pacers-Knicks game with a clean sweep, not even sweating. Moving over to the Thunders-Mavs game, it ended off just getting the spread for the Thunders despite the loss. Bulldozing through these plays, getting stopped by Luka with his under 47.5 points, assists, rebounds. Luka ended with 47, just barely putting this over. Luka securing this in the final 4 minutes of the game with a mid-range jump shot and a rebound to push it to 49. If this would have hit, Myriez would have ended in 1st this week, but unfortunately, she was 1 leg short. Coming in at number 2, we have user JP Adams 39. With the WNBA back, he had a full WNBA parlay, starting with the Fever versus the Suns. He liked his unders and secured it for the total points and player points for the game. Moving over to the Aces versus the Mercury, he got the reigning back-to-back champions to win and tried using the same under strategy as the previous game with all of these hitting. Despite all this though, Diana Taurasi had a great game going over on points, ending with 23. Hey, let me tell you, she still got it. She might not have the best takes about Caitlin Clark, but she still got it. If this would have all hit for JP Adams 39, he would have ended in 2nd on the leaderboard this week. Unfortunately, he was 1 leg short. Coming in at number 1 with another huge 119.50 point parlay this week coming from user Jack. Jack had a bit of everything. Starting off with basketball, Jack had Celtics to win first half versus the Cavs, Shea's over 30.5, who ended with a close 34, and the Thunder to pull off the win, as well as Dante DiVincenzo's under points in New York to pull off the easy first half victory versus the Pacers. Moving over to soccer, Jack had a great spreads for Manchester United versus Tottenham and a close one for Chelsea's versus Brighton, which barely hit. With the last spread, it was Liverpool versus Aston Villa with the minus 0.5. What a horrible way to lose with them drawing. This literally tied up in the final minutes of the game with Aston Villa scoring 2 goals at the 84th minute mark and the 88th minute mark. It really is true. Everyone loses with a tie. With this being Jack's first week competing, he had some exciting plays. If this one would have hit, it would have put Jack in 1st this week. Unfortunately, he was 1 leg short. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode of 1 Leg Short. If you guys have any plays you would like to put in next week's episode, please feel free to go submit them in any of our socials. That'll be in the description below. Good luck to everyone competing this week, and I'll see you guys next week.